All right, we made it. We're about to make that PDF file. All right, so on question number 3, what I'm going to need you guys to do is create the PDF and then click on the button that says I made the PDF, and we'll get to the very last part of this quiz or assignment or check-in, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we're going to go back to the document that we were working on. We left off with having just pasted our images in there. The next thing you want to do is you want to convert this over to a PDF file. Now, I know a lot of people are doing it by just clicking on make PDF. I kind of want to do it a little bit differently. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a different way to take this task on. All right. So the way that I would do it is I would click on that printer right there. All right. You can also click on file. All right. Print. I know we're not printing it, but this is a way to make a PDF. All right. So once you click on print, this shows up. Now, if you've ever printed before, you can print it to a very specific computer in your house. That's not useful for sending a PDF. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Save as PDF. Second thing, if you want to send me the entire document, you're done. But if you only wanted to send me a couple of pages, suppose that this is a larger document, maybe your notebook, where you have this image on maybe page 10. Well, then you would click on all and convert it over to custom. You want to set up custom pages, and now you tell it what pages to send. So maybe you don't want to send the whole thing, just page number 2. And now it's going to send just page number 2. That's your choice. All right. Now for me, since I want the entire document, I'm going to just tell it to print everything. All right. So I'm going to print the whole thing and I'm going to click save. Now, I keep saying print, but what I really mean is convert to a PDF. All right. So I click save, and it's now going to save it wherever I tell it to save it. Do not save it to your Google Drive. All right. Let me repeat. Do not save it to your Google Drive. I would suggest saving it in your download folder because that's where everything's getting saved anyway. So I'm going to click on here. I like the name, Chapter 1 Test Worked Out Google Docs.pdf. If you want to change Google Docs to your name, that makes beautiful sense right there, right? You're like, oh yeah, this is my document, and then your name's added to it. That way we know it belongs to you. Okay, that's one idea. That's definitely something when we come back in person, you might want to think about for submissions. Next, moving on, I'm going to click save. Bam. And it saves the PDF. To double check myself, all I need to do is open up my folder that says files. Open up my folder that says files. Now, if you can't find that, pop open that arrow that's pointing up and find that file, right? There it is. And if you can't find it, scroll up a little bit more. Maybe it's there. Can't find it, keep scrolling, right? Mine was on my first page, files right there. So I double click that and we put it in our download folder. So I'm going to click on downloads. So I double click downloads and there it is. That's the document I'm looking for. Okay, that's the document we created. If I double click it, take a look at it. That looks good. That right there is a PDF ready to be placed on your Canvas submission. All right. I hope to talk to you guys soon.